Good evening and welcome to live coverage of NPL Victoria from Kingston Heath. And it is the match between Bentley Greens and Green Gully. For the home team, Bentley Greens, Ryan Scott number 1, 2 Matthew Crooks, 3 Jacob Alexander, 4 Charlie Fry, 5 Jack Webster, 7 Josh Baresi, 8 George Lambataritis, the former Gully man, 14 Marko Yankovic, 15 Valentino Yule, 18 Matt Thurtell and 23 Velibor Mitrovic. Can Gully continue their hot start, or will Bentley defend home turf? He went viral last weekend with his unfortunate miss on the own goal, so he'll be more determined than anyone to keep a clean sheet and keep it tight out there. In comes the free kick, and it's cleared. A great save. Not sure that Tyson knew much about it, but he used his feet to deflect it off the line and prevent the opening goal. Now, Ewell loves to cut in with a step over. Oh, what a goal! Valentino Ewell, given the time and the space, and he has cashed in. Fantastic goal, and Bentley Greens do lead, and it's no less than their early dominance has deserved.
He's one man you can't give a lot of space to. That was a great shot on the left foot there and picked out the near post. Great finish. Just been given a note, this pitch here at Kingston Heath is one of the widest, if not the widest in the NPL. So obviously it's something that Green Gully are going to have to be mindful of.
And now another chance, and 2, Baresi. Bentley Greens have gone bang bang, and Green Gully heads are still spinning. Josh Baresi scores against one of his former teams, and Bentley have a 2-0 lead, and all of a sudden this game is starting to get a bit of distance in it. Maybe we had a better view because the referee was looking from a different angle to us. And so Bentley into the box, a step over from Thurtell, and what a save from Tyson to deny Mitrovic. That should have been 3. Ewell crosses in, and Thurtell is offside. And Velibor Mitrovic will be wondering how he didn't add his name to the score sheet there. Salmon back to Boonis.
Switches on here.
And he's seen Walker getting forward. He's the lone hand up front though, Walker. And he has very cleverly been able to win a foul. And where he wasn't able to convince the referee about 5 minutes ago, the whistle comes to his aid this time. It is Nick Kalmar, and it's in.
It's taken a deflection.
He's bent it low into the corner. And Green Gully have a lifeline in this game and a way back into the match. It's 2-1, and it's Nick Kalmar's goal. And that's half-time. So the late free kick goal from Nick Kalmar gives Green Gully some hope in this game. They were 2-0 down. Bentley Greens trying to consolidate a half-time lead. So we're back underway. I was watching the 20s earlier on the live streams. There was a bit of a scuffle in the Oakley Dandy Thunder game. So we see across here, Ewell, good first touch. Valentino Ewell! It's a double for Valentino. He got the scoring started, and now his second of the night restores Bentley's 2-goal buffer.
2019 is the perfect opportunity for these fresh players to the NPL Victoria to have a...
Salmon, Alex Salmon, and that was a great chance for Gully. And Salmon, who had scored in his first 2 Gully games, really should have added to his tally there. And it's a good touch from Lambataritis. It's a neat 1-2. Lambataritis, and Jared Tyson, well, as it slipped through the hands.
Did we see part 2 almost coming?
Maybe he had fears of becoming a meme for the second straight week, but thankfully he grasped onto the ball. And now Valentino Ewell, he wants his hat-trick, and he's legged, and it's a free kick in shooting range. Almost exactly the same spot that Nick Kalmar scored for Gully from in the first half. Thurtell is trying to interrupt the wall. It is George Lambataritis! And it had a decent trajectory, but it dipped a bit too late.
Yeah.
Jones to Boonis, who's shaken off the arm injury. Delicate chip in behind. Jeremy Walker making the run. He's denied the follow-up. Great save. Ryan Scott didn't know much about it, but he's down to stop Fletcher as well. And the home fans show their appreciation for Ryan Scott, because Pascoe Vale have scored to lead 1-0, and who else but Davey Van Schip has found the back of the net in the 66th minute. So Dandenong City's start to life in the top division continues to go through some real difficulty. In the meantime, Saev is through the right, and Ewell, that was his hat-trick waiting for him, and he couldn't get there. Out on the right, Alex Salmon. Cut back in. Kalmar. Salmon on the tight angle. Opts for the cross instead. Siamis. And now Boonis on the turn. And he fires the shot, but straight at the keeper. Good hands from Ryan Scott. And the referee has seen enough. Bentley Greens go to a perfect 3 wins from 3 to start the NPL Victoria season, and they do it at the expense of Gully, who lose their own perfect record. A double for Valentino Uel, in between a goal for Josh Baresi, and Nick Kalmar's free kick did peg it back to 2-1, but the third goal in the 50th minute meant the Greens had a 2-goal buffer for almost all of the second half.
John, congratulations first of all, 3-1 win over Green Gully. So how did you see it overall today, the team's performance?
Yeah, I thought we were very dominant today and thoroughly deserved the result. You know, we're enjoying ourselves, you know, and when you've got a team that's enjoying themselves and playing some good football, it's pleasing to watch. And you know, got to be sloppy in the end there, but I think both teams were fatigued, very hot today, considering the conditions. We really ran a lot, and you know, I'm curious to see the kilometres we did, the statistics and all that sort of stuff. So that'll be good to see. But you know, overall, I think we were all dominant, especially in the middle of the park, and you know, score should have been more than 3-1, but at the end of the day, the 3 points, that's what it's about.
Yeah, so there was a moment when they scored the 2-1, but from the outside it looked like over the whole 90 minutes you completely controlled the game, so there was never really in danger, even getting a draw or even a loss. Did you see it that way as well?
Yeah, it was that, but you know what, you're always worried about yourself, not worried about the opposition in a sense, and I don't mean to put Green Gully down. We've got to control, if we're controlling the game, we've got to be careful at times what we do also, so we don't, you know, turn the ball over and then, you know, good teams will punish you, and Green Gully are a good team, and they will punish you. So we've had to be careful in that respect. So I think that's something we'll chat about on Monday. That, you know, whilst we've got control, we've got to be non-risk too at times, you know. But you know, it's embedded in them that they want to play and they want to play out a tight area. So I'm not going to tell them not to do that because I taught them that. I don't want them to do that. But at the end of the day, you've got to understand there are times when sometimes you're going to have to play a little anti-football, if you want to call it, and just get rid of it, just to relieve some of the pressure. But apart from that, you know, it was really some really good combinations and some really nice goals too.
Yeah, so it was a great team effort, but we have to mention one man, Valentino Uel. So cracking first goal, scored another brace. So he settles in so well here, doesn't he?
Yeah, look, he's doing well. You know, I'm not going to sit there and blow his horn. He's a good player. We all know that. But you know what? He combines well with the whole team, and that's what it's about because it's a team effort. And look, at the moment, I'm very happy for him. He's getting on the score sheet, you know, and that's all you can ask from someone up front. So, you know, I think you know he's likeable in the dressing room. We've always liked him too. So it's a good mix, and yeah, pretty pleased for him, and hopefully he just continues it.
George Lambertaridis, so superb game today, a 3-1 win over Green Gully. How did you see the overall performance of the boys?
Yeah, look, I thought we, from the start, we controlled it. I think we went through a difficult patch just before half-time after they scored the free kick, which I felt sort of came from nothing, and got them back in the game. It's always dangerous when you cop one like that just before half-time as well. 2-0 can be pretty dangerous, as we saw last week against Paco. But overall, I mean, you can just see, I think, the work we've done in pre-season is already starting to pay off, even in these earlier rounds. In the sense that we know we can run over teams, and we kind of have that belief now in second half that we can run over anyone. So
yeah, did you approach the game any different because of the heat? I mean, it was really humid and hot here in Melbourne tonight, or is it the same approach every game?
No, our philosophy is the same in terms of how we play, and I've only been here this year and sort of slotted in and bought in because of the culture the boys have here. But yeah, of course we had to approach it and be smart. We knew not to go out pressing, otherwise it was going to blow a gasket pretty quickly. So I think we were pretty smart about, especially defending, where we were sitting off and allowing them to have it deep. But as soon as they got inside of our areas, we were, I guess, on top of them and sharp, so we could win the ball and turn and start playing through our wingers.
Yeah, you mentioned you haven't been here for that long, so you played for Green Gully last season. How was it coming up against your former colleagues tonight?
Yeah, look, I have a lot of respect for Gully. I know we went through a difficult year last year, but you know, it's a great club, and I'm always grateful for my time there. But yeah, I mean, it's good to get a win. And I guess I'm focused on us, and 3 wins out of 3 is a really great start. Yeah,
just a quick look on the season so far. So 3 wins, all out of 3 games. You must be pretty happy and satisfied so far.
Yeah, I think I really have the belief that especially if you can get a good start, it really sets you up. and it just gets the belief in the way you're playing. You know, you get a bit of success out of what you've been practicing in pre-season. It just flows through the whole team, and it breeds confidence through everyone. So yeah, it is a good start, and I guess we're all feeling really positive about the whole season now.